Right, welcome back. Last lesson we had a look at ordering fractions and we started looking where the denominators were the same, the numbers on the bottom were the same. Okay, this lesson we're going to move it on. We're still looking at ordering fractions, but we're looking at fractions where the denominators are different. And what do we do, okay? So we've got 4 questions. We're going to put these into ascending order. If you remember last time we had a look at ascending and descending order, so if you're not sure on that, by all means go back and have a look. But we're going to move on today. So, in all the fractions on the board, okay, all the bottom numbers are not exactly the same. Okay, we've got 2, 4 and 4 in that one, 3, 9, 9 in that one, 8, 4 and 2 in that one, and 10, 5 and 20. When we're dealing with ordering fractions, all the denominators must be exactly the same for us to be able to compare them. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to find a way to make all the denominators in each question exactly the same. So if we look at this one, okay, we've got a half, 3/4 and a quarter. Okay, so we've got 2, 4 and 4 as our denominators. Now if you look at this one, what can we do to 2? What can we multiply by to get to 4? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply this one by 2. Now when we multiply a fraction, if we want to keep it exactly the same, okay, we have to times the top number, the numerator, and the denominator. Okay, so we have to, in this case, because we're multiplying the bottom number, the denominator, by 2 to get to 4, we've got to multiply the numerator as well. So what we get is 2 over 4. Okay, we don't need to change this fraction, okay, because it's already got a denominator of 4, and we don't need to change this fraction because it's already got a denominator of 4. Now, thinking back to what we did last lesson, okay, when the denominators are all the same, we don't need to worry about them. We need to worry about the top numbers. So 1 is the smallest, okay, so we can cross that out when we've dealt with it. 2 is the next smallest, so 2 over 4, cross that out because we've dealt with it. And then we've got 3 over 4, which is left over. So 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Okay, that all happened because we changed this first fraction so that it had a denominator exactly the same as the others. Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay, so using what we've done here, okay, what can we do to this third? Okay, the reason why I picked that one is because the denominators are 9 and 9 and 3. Okay, so we need to do something with this to make it have a denominator of 9. And what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 3. So what we get is 3 over 9. 3 over 9 there. This is already in ninths, so it's 2 over 9, 2 ninths. This one's already got ninths, so it's 4 ninths. Okay, going back to here then, what's the next step? Put these in order. Remember, ascending order, smallest to largest. So we have 2 ninths first, cross it off, then 3 ninths, cross it off, and then 4 ninths. Okay, so what we're doing, this step here is what we were doing last lesson. Okay, there's nothing different there. It's this step here that we're adding in today. Okay, now this next one is slightly more challenging. Okay, why is it slightly more challenging? Because we haven't got, here we had 2 numbers the same and 1 different. Here, all 3 denominator numbers are different. Okay, but again, we can still look for a pattern. Okay, now what can we do with 4 and 2 to get to 8? Okay, we can times this one by 2, so we times that by 2, and we times that by 2, and we times this one by 4. Why are we timesing this one by 4? Okay, we're timesing it by 4 because we need to get 2 to 8. Whatever we do to the bottom number, the denominator, we must do to the numerator. Now, 6 over 8 isn't going to change, so we leave it as 6 over 8. Okay? 1 times 2 is 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Now then, we've got something we can do. Okay? Because the denominators are all the same, we can now compare the numerators. Okay? This is a step up now because we've only got, well, they're all different, so we're going to have to do something a bit more to get the denominator that we need. Okay, ascending order, so we'd have 2 over 8, 4 over 8, 6 over 8. Okay? Have a look at this last one. See if you can have a go at this one on your own. See if you can spot which one, which two we're going to have to change to get to the other one. Okay? So what I'm going to do, okay, you can times 10 by 2 to get to 20, and you can times 5 by 4 to get to 20. So I'm going to change this one and this one. Okay, now to get to 20, you times 10 by 2, which means we have to times the 1 by 2 as well. To get to 20 from 5, you have to times by 4, so we'll have to times the 2 by 4. Okay, we end up with 2 over 20, 8 over 20, but this one doesn't change, so it stays as 11 over 20. Now we need to put them in order. Okay, so we end up with, in fact, they stay in exactly the same order. Okay, so key bits. Okay, first of all, you need to identify which of the fractions you're going to have to change. If the denominators are different, at least one fraction will change. Okay, and when I say change, it's still the same size, it's just using different numbers. Okay, so in this one we had to multiply by 2 to get the denominators the same, so whatever you do to the bottom, you must do to the top. Okay, and we're going to do that for each one. On this one, where the denominators were all different, you have to change 2 of them. Okay, so there's loads of examples there. I'll give you some questions to go along with it. Okay, if you get stuck, let me know and I'll sort you out with something. Okay, if I don't hear from you, have a good day, guys. All right.